Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to yet another episode of a Girlfriend's podcast here on Eagles FM Abuja. You guys, if you haven't checked previous episodes, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to go check previous episodes. My name is Cassandra.
And I am Afe.
Okay. All right. So today's episode, we have this very thrilling message that we got, and we are just going to take it. In fact, the gentlemen in the house and the ladies, let's see how we can analyze this. Okay, now he says, I honestly don't even know how to process this. I've been dating my girlfriend for a year now. She's everything I prayed for in a woman: smart, caring, supportive, and very hardworking. We've talked about building a future together, and I was even beginning to save up to propose. Then, just last week, while we were out with some of our old friends, one of them jokingly mentioned her stage days. At first, I didn't understand. Later that night, when I pressed her, she finally admitted that before we met, she used to work as an exotic dancer in a
Ooh.
club. That's a stripper. She said it was during a tough period when she needed money for school fees and bills. According to her, it was just for a short while and she's long moved past it. Now, here's the thing: I love her. She has never given me a reason to doubt her character, but I can't get the image out of my head. My girlfriend dancing half naked for strangers. I keep wondering how many people saw her, what exactly she did, and if I'll be able to handle the stigma if someone I know ever brings it up. She swears she's a different person now, and I believe her. But part of me feels betrayed that she never told me from the start. I don't know if I'm being shallow, but I can't stop thinking, can I really marry a woman with that kind of. So, this is the conversation:
Hmm.
forgiveness or walking away. And if you found out that your boyfriend or your girlfriend was once a stripper, would you like go ahead with it, or it's not it's a big deal for you? Is it a deal breaker? Hey, wahala.
Okay, in all fairness,
Mm,
I do not, I would not consider this a deal breaker,
okay.
right? Because
Why? I'm
I
curious.
wasn't really in this person's life at the time he or she was a stripper,
Mm,
all right? And not all strippers are transactional sex workers. Yes, I think there are some strip clubs that have very strict, policies and
wow.
regulations. I don't know about here in Nigeria, but
Mm,
there are some, vlogs that I watch on YouTube, and
yeah.
some of these, vloggers, they are strippers,
Mm,
and they tend to like, document everything that goes on, in within that space.
yeah.
And for them, they're even in committed relationships.
Mm,
So, anyways, that's a different ballgame because their partners
altogether
are quite
true.
aware.
Yeah.
In fact, they are very much aware of what they do for a living.
Mm,
But in this case, I don't know why the guy did not mention his name in the message, but it's okay. Sometimes it's good to stay anonymous.
mm.
I think that he's just being shallow
Hmm.
because if your partner has actually, confirmed that truly she was once a stripper and
Mm-hmm.
she did it because she needed money at the time, but you are equally convinced that she's a changed person,
Mm.
why not just forgive and move ahead?
So it's not more like of a big deal, especially
I
with the fact that he's
it's
saying
it's not a
he
big
feels.
deal. It's not a big deal because come on, we all have our past. And it's just that if nobody talks about yours, then it's more like you are a saint. But when you meet someone who actually knows everything you did in the past, you start projecting and all of that. I do not think it's worth, destroying your relationship of how many years for. She was once a stripper. Whatever she did in the past stays in the past. On the other hand, I think that it's just okay for people to always be transparent in a relationship.
True.
I'm heavy on transparency, especially when you are very sure that there is a future,
Like, and there is
in this.
something as heavy as that.
Exactly. You should be transparent. Talk to your partner about it. I was once a stripper. I
Mm-hmm.
just, thought it wise to let you in. I would want you to find out from someone else.
Someone else.
Now that you are aware of it,
Mm.
even if someone should mention it to you tomorrow, whether she eventually played dirty
Yeah.
after stripping and all
Mm.
of that, you say, okay, nobody's the same. Yes, I
Well,
love her regardless.
yeah.
That's what matters for me.
Hmm. That's what matters. Now, I think that I would also pick up from what you said, that maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal if if she had given the guy options,
Yeah.
because when you have like a very big part of you, whether it's in the past or in the present, if you are in a relationship with somebody,
Mm,
it's only fair that you should let them know that this
yeah.
is what it is. And I
Exactly.
think that's, there is the sin of omission
Mm.
and commission.
Right.
The one you commit and then you omit.
Mm.
The omission is the fact that you didn't do, and then the one of commission is the one that you committed.
Yeah.
So in this instance, she omitted the truth. She left out the truth. She didn't tell the guy.
Mm.
I do not know if it was deliberate or maybe she thought that, oh, if you had told the guy, maybe the guy would be fine. But
Mm-hmm.
did you at least give him a chance to choose? If you love people, you are able to give them a chance. And then I may not entirely blame the young woman because she feels like, okay, what if this guy judges me and then maybe
Yeah.
leaves me? But
Mm-hmm.
can you at least give him that chance? And I always say that if somebody leaves you because, oh, this is what you've told them about you, you've come out clean to them,
Mm.
I think it's fine. It was never meant to be.
It's
Because
fine.
somehow, yeah, because somehow if they find out, they'll be more angry and they'll eventually leave if they
But
want to
Cassie, it's
leave.
actually more painful that you
Mm,
confide in someone, especially someone you are in a romantic relationship with.
mm-hmm.
That oh, I once did this in the past, and then the person gets all judgmental and decides to leave you. You will not forgive yourself, oh.
You know that, okay, I know we are being told that love is kind, love is forgiving, love is
Yeah.
patient, love is everything and all of that. But to be fair, as human beings, what extent can we actually go with our love? I know that we always prophesy, I mean, we profess love to people,
Mm-hmm.
we talk love and all of that, but when the chips come down,
Mm.
how constant is that love going to be?
Yeah.
Now, I'm really not going to blame people who choose to walk away, right? Because even when you love someone, there is a limit to what you can take
Right.
because you have values, you have principles as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as you're willing to say, okay, this person is my person, I'm going to stand with them against the world and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but we still have the place of personal conviction. We also have a place where you need to serve family.
Right.
Imagine one day you now introduce your wife
Uh
to be the
African.
family, and then maybe one of our customers was now is also your sibling
But come on,
or maybe a
Cassie, in this
relative.
modern day and time,
Mm.
we see ladies go to the swimming pool, they go to the beach, and then they snap with their bikinis and then they post it online.
Personally,
So there's,
I'm not a fan of
I'm
that.
not a fan of it. I'm
That's
not a fan of it,
different.
maybe because I don't have a big behind. I don't know, but anyways,
No,
that's
I
on a
think
lighter
it's
note.
not
But
even about the
I'm
bots.
not really a fan of it. I feel
Mm.
like that's just the height of, exposure. Like some
I'm not
things
a
should be
fan of
kept private, right?
exactly. Even if I would wear a bikini, I don't
You
think
should
I would
have
want
like
to snap.
yeah,
And
even at
no,
the beach or swimming pool, you should have
I don't
something
think I
like
want to snap and post it because okay, what's the point of me saying lock door so that my siblings will not enter while
look,
I'm dressing up?
focus.
And then I would now go and post it online when my
See what a
father is
hot body
there,
can do.
my
Your
siblings,
uncles, your
everybody.
relative,
Like,
your pastors, and
oh no, I really cannot do that
anyway.
too.
So the point is,
Mm,
I still insist and I still maintain that not
mm,
all strippers are transactional sex
that's
workers.
okay.
There are people who have principles.
Hmm,
In the case of this lady, I think she actually held on to her principles very strictly because she did that because she needed money for something very important at that point
okay.
in time.
Mm,
It would be very hard for ladies like that to break the rules. Like, oh, because I'm not a stripper and then someone is actually coming to, offer me money just to sleep with me, so I should just do it. You're already deviating.
mm,
Even though I also know that the likes of principled ladies who find themselves in a very tight corner like that,
yeah,
their likes they are really very rare. I'm not
yeah,
going to lie because
true.
some of these men they have this general perception about strippers. That strippers are people you can get
Yeah,
easily.
because they're
I mean, if you
already
can wear
disposant.
a
Yeah,
bra and a pant to strip on a pole, then you can easily be accessed.
true.
But not all strippers are like that.
Mm.
So
But
I
what's
don't
the
know.
percentage of the ones that are not all like that?
Well, I've never been to a strip club, first of all, so I really don't know. But from the Oyibo strippers, you know, that I've
Oh,
watched
we
their
have
vlogs,
some here in Nigeria. Do we have some? Anyway, comment below and let us know.
Kasi, I hear there is a popular strip club in this Abuja. You're not aware.
I'm not aware, oh, but
What do you do when you're not in the studio?
um,
Don't you go out?
I have my own different kind of
Ah,
fun because my
ah,
fun is still like around my work circle. So, but the truth of the matter is that it's perception is everything. I understand
right.
that love is about the two people involved,
Hmm.
but sometimes, like I said, people have personal conviction. People have their personal values and how they want to be perceived
Right.
by society. So, he might want to like take a back seat and say, okay, oh, because I found out. If you heard what he said that what will other people think?
Oh, please.
But I want to send a message to you, man. If you are watching us at this point, I want to say something. You have to make a choice,
Mm.
and you have only two options: to take a long walk and never look back, or to stay with this babe. Now, if you decide to stay with her, That history has to be forgotten, buried. Like it will never, ever, ever come up.
Mm.
Are you ready to do that? These are the questions that you have to answer. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to never bring that up? Are you ready to forget about her past entirely like it never existed? And if that is not possible, then the second option comes in taking a long walk and never turning back. Because, for me, oh, love is not enough. Love is not just about accepting all the things that you feel go against your
Mm-hmm.
principles. If you know that as a man, you are not comfortable with your wife or your girlfriend being a stripper in the past, then you have to let this babe go. And you let her know love is not by force. I always say this thing, love is not by force. Love is saying the truth. Love is truthful.
Yeah.
People say love is blind, but I don't believe in that school of thought. You have to open your eyes and make that decision. I
Right.
think this can be likened to people who use their clear minds and clear eyes to go and marry. Maybe let's say SS will get married, go they are
Mm-hmm.
doing love,
And you say love is
and
blind.
later that love wins, like the love weakens. At the end of the day, you discover that the love is not there when the
Mm.
sick children begin to come in and all of that. So it's better you make a decision now so that you don't get to judge that woman tomorrow. If
Tomorrow.
you know you will not defend her against people that will be pointing fingers, please allow the young woman to go. And for you, young woman, if the man tells you, better accept the truth. There is still another man out there.
Absolutely. Well, Brother Anonymous,
Mm,
it's a good thing you didn't even mention your name, but just like Cassie said, well, we expect you to actually watch this conversation because you wrote us so we can talk about this, and you probably want, the public to also help you out. But
yeah.
my submission here is somehow you've given this impression that you are not open to consuming secrets from people's past.
Mm,
And should you move away from this lady, no matter how much you've come to love her because she was once a stripper,
yeah.
the truth is that whoever you meet in the future might, if she eventually finds out why you actually broke up with this lady or why you would want to, because I don't know, let me not conclude here that you break up with her. I
Mm,
just pray that the Holy Spirit will touch her heart. But should you break up with her and you meet someone else, and she asks you why, what happened to your previous relationship, and
mm.
you carelessly tell her that,
Then
oh,
because
I
she was
actually
a
found out that
stripper.
she was a stripper, so I had to leave her. I'm sorry, you're already digging your grave. Because
How?
yes, that lady would just like,
Okay, she
okay,
won't
she'll
tell
take
you
a
the
hint.
truth about
She won't be
anything.
open hearted.
Oh.
She's like, oh, okay, so if you can leave a lady because she was a stripper, so
What?
what if I told you what I did in the past? What would you do? So that's just how it is. I think you should just leave your mind open to
But
anything
if you were the one
because
that your man told you that he was once a stripper, would that be a deal breaker?
he's a man. It
So
won't be a
what does
deal breaker
that?
for me.
Wow.
Yeah, it can never be a deal breaker for me.
Hmm.
Honestly, whatever you did, that was in the past. I wasn't in your life at the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because me, I know I have my own past. So if I'm going to like, I will only get pissed when you want to like, turn your back on me, like, oh, if so you did this in the past and all of that. Come on, this is the present. Whilst we're in the present, we should also anticipate the future, not dwelling, on the past. Or you were a
Okay.
stripper,
Oh.
you were this. That this lady now, she might be very God fearing. Forget the fact that she was once a stripper.
Uh,
No,
you guys, let us know. Are you Team Efe or Team Cassandra? Should the man stay
bro,
or leave? Is
don't
it
leave,
a deal
don't leave
breaker?
a good woman because of her past. All right,
Hey,
we all have a past. We all have a past. In fact, uh,
when you start
it's,
talking
it's
about them,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate we cannot really dig into this person's, past.
so we listen, we don't judge you.
Okay,
Please
we
share your
listen. We
stories
listen. We
with
don't
us.
judge. We listen.
We
We don't
share your
judge.
stories with us. And please remember to share this video, like, subscribe, comment,
Right.
and make sure you check the playlist to see other episodes of our podcast here on Eagles FM Abuja.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay. See you next